sharing my thought process on this trade. I'm just putting together now. I'm using the yens as a dominating currency just to keep it easy, because all the pairs end in yen. So you don't have to keep looking at it upside down in order to see what I'm going to show you. So you know what I mean? If you got Aussie yen, Euro yen, yen pound, it would just get annoying when after what I show you. So here we go. We'll use these thin lines as local levels, and we'll call them local levels. And we'll start here. Aussie, here's our thin line. Okay. We'll put them all in at the same place, yeah, like this. I've already done some here. Okay, this one up to here, this one down to here, this one out to here. We're just starting at the open, you know, a couple of days ago, right? Hang on, sorry, this is wrong. It's moved. I have to adjust that. There we go. This is all right here. This should be below though. I'm going to put them all below the candle on the opening price. Boom, it's below. Boom, it's below. Boom, it's below. Boom, it's below. Or not quite. This should be here. Okay. Yeah, that'll do that. What we see here is we see Aussie is super weak. New Zealand is super weak, but not as weak as Aussie. We're basically looking at the angle, just the angle. We're trying to keep it simple. Just look at the angle of the line we've picked, and you can choose any candle, it doesn't matter. But we've just picked this period of time to work with. So Aussie's super weak, New Zealand is super weak, but a little stronger than Aussie, right? We have here pound super weak. It's got a strong angle there. Euro is slightly stronger than pound. Dollar, super weak. And we're not looking at these lows over here at the moment. We're just starting working in this area. And here is Euro is super strong for that same period of time. CAD super weak, and CAD index super weak. I'll get to the index later. I'll show you why. So we'll just we don't need to look at that for now. But we'll just we just ignore that for now. Now, what we'll do is the next question is okay, but where else are we? Okay, so let's find out. This low here, we get a thick one, and we'll call this a major level, and we'll draw it to the same one. So actually, before I do that, what we established there was an Aussie New Zealand short, right, locally, and then we established we'd want to do, say, a Euro pound long. But bear in mind, doing it this way, you'll get some chop. So if you took it, for example, why do we have this index over here? I'm sorry, we need Swiss here, right? That's better. Swiss, super strong. Just super strong compared to everything else. Look. Right. So the best trade would be a sell Aussie Swiss in this time period. Now what we're going to do is we're going to get these larger lines. We're going to draw them from the last big swing, just so we can get a better idea of where we are. Okay. So we can see right away Swiss is super strong still. dollar is now all of a sudden looking strong. And this is how you get tricked, because if you don't look for these, you'll end up taking this trade, but the overall picture was this trade. So what we're doing now is, now we know this, we want essentially this euro, it's weak locally and it's weak major. But if you look at it relative to pound, you can see pound is weaker in both cases. New Zealand is weak, but it's actually stronger than pound. Aussie is weak, and very weak, really. So you'd want to stay away from pound Aussie, because they're both weak, so they're both going the same direction. A better trade here would be dollar Aussie, a short Aussie dollar, or a Swiss Aussie would be the best. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull up an Aussie Swiss, and we're going to take a look at Aussie New Zealand. So we know here, to confirm our case, Aussie is weaker than New Zealand. So during this time, we should see Aussie New Zealand going down. Exactly, same time. The overall move is down for the day, and it's not huge, right? From here, it's not massive, and that is that angle reflected in there, you see. So that's why we don't have an enormous trend move. However, if we put something like Aussie Swiss, in theory we should have a trend move. Let's find Aussie Swiss. Hang on. There you go, right? It's a trend move. So what I did, just for the hell of it, enter a small position here. Just one. And we'll know if the rest of everything else is still unfolding by the profits of this position. And we'll just keep monitoring it. We'll put in Aussie New Zealand here. Where is Aussie New Zealand? We'll do the same thing here. We know this red line here, this red line, I believe price should keep dropping from. Now, as long as it does that, we know that this original deal is unfolding still. So what we're now going to do in order to find a better trade is we're going to find a strong one and a negative one. So we're going to leave that over here. So we're going to look here. We got Swiss is strong. Euro major relative to pound is stronger. So we'd like to buy euro. Let's take a look at Canada. Canada here is weak and weak, which means in theory we can buy Euro Canada because this is stronger than this. Now, in order for us to confirm this, what we're going to do is we're going to bring up Euro Index and Canada Index. We're going to put the same levels out. What do we got here? We got down and slightly up. We got up and up. So Euro Index is telling us it's strong relative to the CAD index at that time, confirmed with the dominating currency. So as long as we have this still doing its thing, we should be good. So we're in this trade now, and we're going to try to smoke it all the way up here. That's the plan. And how we'll continue to hold this by monitoring Aussie New Zealand, and here we want to see these yens continue doing what they're supposed to be doing, and if we don't see that, then we're going to bail. and it's that simple. But this is one way I find trades setting up. It doesn't always work, but it's a nice way to do it, I find, visually. Anyway, thanks a lot for listening. Cheers.